Hello everybody and welcome to the third complete overview of Lego City. Now the last time I've done an overview of the entire city is about 1 year ago, so I'm going to link that video up here in case you haven't seen that, and the procedure is going to be basically the same. So we're going to start here, and 1 year ago the park was in the same spot but it looked quite different, and then we're going to make our way around the entire layout clockwise, and then we're going to get back to the park. So let's start right away. This right here is the park. I'm not going to go into detail a lot about this because I've just uploaded a video about it. Check it out up here if you haven't already. Then moving on, you can see we have the tram line here. Of course, we have the elevated line here, but that is not changed a lot. Then here we have a large space, and it's going to be even larger because the museum it has to go. It can't stay in this place. It has to find a new place, but I'm not sure where and how I'm going to do that. Maybe, or I guess for sure, the museum has to change itself as well, so that's going to look quite different in the future. Apart from that, you can see that I have some small buildings here. Those buildings are just some placeholders until I build some mocks, because as you can see, they are very, very thin in terms of their depth, and I just think that we can use this space a lot more efficiently. So that's going to change in the future. Here we have the elevated railway station, that is the same. And then here we have some modulars. We have the street, we have the traffic light tower right there, inspired by the one which was located on the Potsdamer Platz in Berlin. And of course here we have the Lego City Police headquarters, which is finished on the exterior, the interior not completely. So all the floors are done in terms of minifigs, in terms of furniture, except for the basement. So there's still a lot of room to fill, so that is something for the future. And then moving on to the harbor area, where I have recently finished the warehouse mock, and I think this looks quite nice. So we have no interior yet, but I think the exterior looks pretty nice already. Check out the videos about this mock if you haven't already. Are also like those semi-portal cranes. I think that this is overall a really nice industrial look. Apart from that, we have a lot of ships here. I think I'm going to remove some of those because that is just very, very crowded right here in the harbor area. We have the lighthouse here, we have the prison island here, and then we have the hidden side shrimp shack here, which I'm going to modify sometime soon, but for now it's just there. And then we have a beach area here, and in this area not a lot, or I would say even nothing has changed in the last year, so that is all the same. And then here between the train tracks, I'm not sure what I'm going to build here. I was thinking about building a scrap yard, but the space here is very, very limited, so that is not on the most important list for now, but I think a scrapyard could look pretty good in here as well. And now moving on to the area which has changed the most. So the corner garage is here since last summer. The donut factory is here for some weeks now. No interior yet. That is something which I have to design. And then over here we have the bookshop, we have the modular police station, we have a Creator 3-in-1 mock of mine, and yeah, we have the street leading to the forest, which we're going to look at right now in a second. Apart from that, we have the dark red townhouse, which came with the pet shop, and the blue townhouse, which came with the bookshop. And of course I have the tram line, the tram tracks here as well. At the ending points here and back there, I'm not completely sure what I'm going to do. Of course, I could just let them terminate here like I did here, or I was thinking about building some kind of bridge indicating that the city goes further than the tables, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that exactly. I have some plans in my mind, but I think that could look good. You know, having some cut off bridges indicating that the city is larger than what you actually see here. I think that could look quite nice. And then over here, moving to the forest, we still have some space here which could be, should be filled. Honestly, I haven't thought a lot about this area in the last year because, as you can see, this entire area is basically the same as it was 1 year ago when I recorded the last overview video. So that is all the same, and it's not going to change a lot in the future. I have some plans for the gold mine here. There's going to be quite some drastic changes actually, but apart from that, nothing is planned for this area. So let's move on and get back into the city, where you can see that I have started building the ground floor for a fire station, and that has not been uploaded in any update video yet. So that is the first time that I'm showing this, and I'm still working on it. So that is basically the reason why I haven't uploaded anything about it, because I'm still trying to figure it out what is the best option here. And then those small 3 buildings, they exist for almost a year now as well. So the apartment building on the right, the abandoned building and illegal cookie kitchen, if you've watched the video, in the middle, and then the bakery on the left, which has no upper floors yet, but that's going to change in the near future as well. And then here, just to look at the elevated line, and that actually goes through this blue building, which is a mark, as well as this white building, but they are in the city for quite some time now, so that is nothing new to you. And then over here, that has changed in the last year. The train station is finished, at least from the outside. The interior still has some options and some opportunities, so a lot of stuff can be put in there, minifigs and ticket offices and a kiosk and something like that. So that's what I'm gonna work on in the future on this project. And then moving on, we have the pet shop here. I've added that one into this row of modulars a couple of weeks ago. And then over here, this area has changed quite a lot as well in the last year. I have built my pizzeria / mafia building mock, and together with that, this sort of mafia garage, which is heavily inspired by the garage in the Mafia Definitive Edition video game. I think that garage building just looked pretty good, and I took some inspiration from that, and I think this looks quite good in the city here as well. So that being said, we're leaving Little Italy and moving on to the latest modular in the city here, the boutique hotel from 2022, and I think this looks perfect in this spot right here. I've talked about it in the video where I've built it, and I think this is just perfect for this spot, because I just think that this boutique hotel fits perfectly with its weird angled shape next to the elevated railway. I think that just looks pretty good. So, and here we are back at the park, back where we started. Now I think you've seen all the major stuff in the city. I mean, of course, not every single detail. That would take very long, and I don't want to make these videos too long, so I'm going to talk about some stuff which is not visible right now. This large area here, if you don't know, yes, that area is going to be occupied by the town hall mock. I'm going to build a mock which is somehow a modification of the modular building town hall from 2012, but I don't own that set, so you could also call it a mock. So it is very much inspired by the 2012 town hall, but yeah, I still need some parts for that, but I think that I can at least start in the near future with that. And then here we have this little section right there. I hope that I can fill that in the future as well. I want to have some sort of nightclub, which is inspired by nightclubs of the 1920s, of course. I want to have that in this little small area right here. And then apart from that, I want to have some more buildings here. As I've said before, the museum could fit into this space, and then another small building here, and either I'm going to have the tram line terminate here, or I'm going to sort of build a fake bridge or the first half of a bridge, something like that. And then this entire area is going to be occupied by a lot of modulars, mostly mocks. Also a modified version of the detective's office. I hope that I can finish that building soon. And yeah, those are the plans for now. Of course, what I've said before, new mocks for this row right there. So I'm not running out of ideas. I'm very, very far away from that, actually. And that being said, we are now at the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good day. Have a great time. And I see you in the next video. Bye.